Who is Sean Diddy Combs, and why is he making headlines? You may know him as the man behind the beats, a prominent figure in the music industry, a rapper with a knack for producing chart-topping hits. Sean Diddy Combs, the music mogul who carved his name in the annals of hip-hop, is no stranger to the limelight. In the 1990s, he founded Bad Boy Records, a label that gave birth to a new era of music and propelled him to the pinnacle of fame and success. But today, we're not talking music. We're delving into a different kind of headline. Combs, with all his success and influence, is now at the center of multiple civil lawsuits that threaten to darken his legacy. The glitz and glamour that once defined Diddy's world now seem to be overshadowed by a series of serious allegations. But beneath the glitz and glamour, Combs is now facing serious allegations that date back decades. One of the first to come forward with allegations was Cassie Ventura, Combs' former partner. In the midst of the swirling allegations against the music mogul, this name stands out. Cassie Ventura, a former partner of Sean Diddy Combs, has made claims that are as shocking as they are heartbreaking. She alleges that Combs trafficked her, subjected her to rape, and physically abused her. These are not just words spoken in a moment of anger or retribution. Ventura's claims are backed by tangible evidence. Surveillance footage, in fact, supports parts of her narrative, lending a chilling degree of credibility to her accusations. Imagine the horror of such experiences, the trauma of enduring such abuse from a person you once trusted, a person you once saw as a partner. It's a nightmare scenario that no one should have to go through. Ventura's accusations paint a dark picture of Combs, a man who, until now, was seen by many as a respected figure in the music industry. But her voice, her story has triggered a ripple effect. It has opened the floodgates for others who say they too have been victims of Combs' alleged abuse. Combs, for his part, has vehemently denied these allegations. His legal team has dismissed Ventura's claims as baseless, arguing that they are nothing more than an attempt to extort money. But the court of public opinion is a different battlefield, and many are watching closely to see how this saga unfolds. Ventura's accusations against Combs are shocking, but she is not the only one to come forward. As we delve deeper into the allegations against Sean Diddy Combs, you'll find that Ventura's voice is one among many, each alleging a pattern of abuse and exploitation. Join us as we continue to unravel this complex and disturbing story. Producer Lil Rod Jones also has serious accusations against Combs. Rodney Jones, better known in the music industry as Lil Rod, is another person who has stepped forward with allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. Jones, a producer who has worked with Combs in the past, alleges that Combs made unwanted advances towards him. These advances, Jones claims, were not only inappropriate but also made him uncomfortable and put him in a difficult position professionally. The allegations by Jones go a step further. He claims that Combs not only made unwanted advances, but also forced him to engage with sex workers. These were not voluntary interactions, Jones asserts, but situations that he was thrust into at the behest of Combs. It's an allegation that paints a picture of a power dynamic skewed heavily in Combs' favor, a dynamic that Jones alleges was used to manipulate and control. These are serious allegations, ones that could have severe implications for Combs. They portray a pattern of behavior that is deeply troubling, suggesting a disregard for consent and a willingness to exploit others for personal gratification. It's important to note that these are allegations at this point, and Combs has not been found guilty of any wrongdoing. However, they add to a growing list of accusations against the music mogul, ones that are painting an increasingly concerning picture. While these allegations are disturbing, they are still not the end of the accusations against Combs. Joi Dickerson-Neal's allegations against Combs are particularly harrowing. The accusations she has made are both severe and shocking, taking us back to 1991. Dickerson-Neal alleges that Combs, with calculated intent, drugged her. This was not a case of a night gone wrong or a misunderstanding. According to her, Combs intentionally impaired her ability to consent or resist. But the allegations don't stop there. In her impaired state, Dickerson-Neal asserts that Combs sexually assaulted her. It's a chilling accusation that sends a shiver down your spine. It's not just a claim of inappropriate behavior, but a serious criminal act, one that has the potential to deeply scar a person's psyche. Adding another layer of violation to her charges, Dickerson-Neal alleges that Combs didn't just assault her, he recorded the assault secretly. It's an accusation that suggests a level of premeditation, and a disturbing disregard for her dignity and consent. It points to the possibility of Combs not only violating her physically, but also exploiting her vulnerability for his own twisted satisfaction. These are not easy allegations to discuss. They're heavy, they're distressing, and they paint a picture of a man who is a far cry from the charismatic music mogul we see in the public eye. But it's crucial to remember that these are still allegations, accusations that are yet to be proven in the court of law. Dickerson-Neal's accusations add to the growing list of women who have come forward with similar claims against Combs. Each story that emerges seems to echo the others, forming a chorus of voices that demand to be heard. And as we delve deeper into these allegations, we are left grappling with a troubling question. Is the man behind the music capable of such monstrous acts? Since these initial accusations, more women have come forward with similar allegations. As the shock waves of these claims reverberate, the number of accusers has grown, each echoing the same distressing narrative. These women, whose stories span the decades, have bravely stepped into the spotlight, adding their voices to the chorus of allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. Their claims, like those before them, are of sexual abuse, sex trafficking, and rape. They speak of a powerful man who, they allege, used his influence and status to exploit and harm them. Their stories paint a picture that is both disturbing and deeply troubling. In stark contrast to these allegations, Combs stands firm in his denial of all claims. His response has been one of consistent rejection of the allegations laid against him. Combs has categorically denied any wrongdoing, maintaining his innocence in the face of these serious accusations. Combs' legal team has been equally forthright in their defense of their client. They've dismissed the lawsuits as nothing more than money grabs, an attempt to exploit Combs' fame and fortune. They argue that these claims are baseless, lacking in evidence and credibility. They stand resolute in their conviction that Combs is the victim of a targeted attack on his character. The battle lines are drawn, and the stage is set for a legal showdown. On one side, a group of women claiming to be victims of a powerful man's abuses. On the other, a music mogul vehemently denying any wrongdoing. The tension is palpable as the world watches and waits. As the lawsuits continue, the world will be watching to see how these serious allegations against Combs play out. This is not just about one man's reputation. It's about the voices of the alleged victims being heard. It's a story of power, fame, and alleged abuse. And at its heart, a question that demands an answer. What is the truth? The allegations against Sean Diddy Combs are serious and numerous. As we've explored, these accusations span from his former partner, Cassie Ventura's claims of trafficking, rape, and abuse, corroborated in part by surveillance footage. We've also delved into producer Rodney "Lil Rod" Jones' allegations of forced engagement with sex workers at Combs' behest. Not to forget Joi Dickerson-Neal's harrowing account of drugging, sexual assault, and unauthorized filming back in 1991. Furthermore, we've discussed the additional claims that have surfaced since last November, painting a troubling picture of a music mogul's alleged actions. But it's important to remember that Combs has vehemently denied all these allegations. His legal team has dismissed these lawsuits as baseless, arguing they are nothing more than attempts at financial extortion. As we continue to monitor this developing story, one thing is clear: these allegations have cast a shadow over Combs' illustrious music career.